character and warmth to your home is more than just installing the cabinets, stonework and the tiles. All about creating a story that speaks to you, adding decor and personality that really helps to make your house feel unique to you and like a home. And so today I'm going to be talking about styling our shelves. I'm actually going to be styling them with you. So in this video, we're going to first of all talk through all of the items that I thrifted. And if you want to come shopping with me, I'm going to tag that video below. I'm going to share with you what I bought, and then we're going to be styling the shelves. And with any styling that I do, usually it takes time and I usually have to sleep on it, and I generally make a few changes. And this video is no different. So we are, spoiler alert, how it ends up is not how it started, but I'm going to talk you through the entire process. We're going to be styling them together. And as you can see, there's a lot of kind of back and forth. And whilst we do that, I'm also going to talk to you about some Feng Shui. But these shelves are really special because they're actually in the money corner of our home, which is the furthest left corner as you come in the front door. Now there is a room, empty corridor behind this. However, I'm considering this to be our money corner because of the location in the house, and it really is the heart of the home. So what we're really wanting to do is to create as much energy, positive energy and abundance in this area. So we're going to talk through some of the Feng Shui elements as well. And we're incorporating that into our styling, like plants, natural materials, and items that really speak to me and are personal to me or add a layer of luxury to our home. I also want to be adding some things with some natural elements like natural pottery, crystals, those sorts of things. If you're new here, my name is Claire. My husband and I have designed and renovated homes for over 10 years across 3 continents. We're currently renovating our own Queenslander here in Brisbane, and we're sharing the whole process with you. Looking to create a cozy, lived-in, curated home, then make sure to hit follow and subscribe, and please feel free to share with a friend who might need some inspiration. It is shelf decorating day and I am so excited. So I've got a load of stuff here that was in the kitchen previously, and I just kind of put aside thinking that they might work on the kitchen shelves. However, I don't really know what is going to work. But I did go thrifting yesterday, and I do want to start with sharing some of those. So I found this really cute terrarium shaped like an apple. I put a plant or a succulent in there. Found this really lovely antique like candelabra, but it does move, so it does need a polish. So I don't have any gloves today, so what I'm going to do is just decorate and get everything up and then get everything back down to polish up. And then the one thing I did find, which I'm really excited about because it is perfect for kitchen shelves, is this gorgeous weighing scale. Now it is super heavy because it does come with all the weights. How cool is that? So, like I said, I'm gonna clean them up tomorrow. I'm just going to set everything out and see how I like it. And then once I go out to the shops and buy myself some gloves, what I'll do is I will clean all this up. Actually like a marking on this. I have to look it up. Let's get decorating. So first things first, we are going to start with this. Because of the weights, this actually needs to go in the far corner. This is the money corner of the house, so I do want to decorate it and really bring a lot of life to it. So the thing to do to invite prosperity and wealth and abundance into your life in Feng Shui is to fill it with lots of beautiful hand-picked, hand-selected items that reflect you and also, I guess, reflect wealth. So I love the fact I've got a mixture of some vintage pieces as well as some others. Bringing plants and natural crystals in. I have this beautiful piece of amethyst that I thought I would pop up there as well, but I'll see how it goes. It is quite small, so I might pick up something bigger, but for now, let's just have a play around. So due to the size, the scales can only go in one location because of the weight, because the shelves are anchored. Oh, one of the other traits of Syrian cedar is that it's really light. Very, very lightweight. And because these are floating shelves, we didn't want to risk the fact that the weight of these is gonna, cause many issues. We have anchored the shelves in. And then how cool is this? So they came with the little weights to go on there. I love this. I love this set. This is so cool. So we're just gonna even these up. Like the scales of justice. Now, because of the height of the ceilings, I do want to put some height up here. So I'm going to be using this. So this is obviously faux plants. I got them from Bunnings. They're eucalyptus and gum nuts. Now usually in Feng Shui, it's not recommended to decorate with faux plants. And the reason for that is effectively that it stifles the energy and actually makes the energy quite stagnant. But practicality always over everything. And we're going to balance out the stagnantness, if that's a word, of the faux flowers and add in some actual plants. So I love, oh, it smells so good, it's mint. You can actually put this in your tea. This grows in the garden. I literally have wild mint all over my house. It grows like a weed, so you just put it in water. It looks beautiful. It's evergreen, like all the time. We're also going to be adding this really cool vintage radio. So Derek and I, funny story, Derek and I bought this at a car boot sale when we lived in London. So it has a lot of meaning to us. So I'm going to add this, I think, probably in the bottom shelf. Maybe here. So part of it is just kind of filling it out. I'll probably put this together and then sleep on it. Okay. So I might put these up with the flowers. So we've got a little pop of green. And then I picked up these acacia boards from Kmart. So nice and simple. How's that look? How's that look? Okay, so that's one side. Okay, that doesn't look too bad. Yeah, I like it. I like it. So, okay, let's move on to the other side. So once again, I have a plant for this side and some handmade pottery. In your money corner, you should be putting things that are like luxury items. Like ultimately, think of it like abundance. Like, so I've got these plates here, which match this cake stand. So they're handmade from Robert Gordon, which are a really good quality pottery. So I thought they would be perfect for our money corner. So I'm just gonna pop them there. I think I'll put this piece, yeah, I think it would get lost on the top shelf. So I think we'll put this on this shelf so that way you can, because you don't want to be staring at the underside of the pottery. I think that would be a bit weird. What have I got left? I've got my little apple, I've got my amethyst. So I want to add some natural like energy to my money corner. So crystal is a great way of doing it. I'm not actually sure if the amethyst is going to go, otherwise I can look for a clear quartz, which is really good for cleansing the air, or a citrine, which is actually an abundant stone. But I have this beautiful piece of amethyst. Let me show you. So I actually thought this could be perfect, but I'm not really sure that's going to go yet. So I also picked up this clock when we lived in America. I don't know if I love it, but we're going to pop it up, I think, on the top shelf. And then we need a plant. So I have this this plant that was actually in our bedroom, but it's got this really beautiful long piece. So I think this will be perfect in here. I think I might wrap it back around. Oh, we have some new foliage growing, so that's perfect. So let's pop this up here. Whoop, don't fall. Good. I'll have to show you this. This is really cute. So this is a little handmade thing that I bought from a market when we first moved back to Brisbane. Look how cute it is. So I've got some really like cool artisan pieces, and okay, kids will love that. So I've got, I feel like my terrarium, I think this might go up here. into my plant. And I'll kind of cascade the plant down. What else have we got? Oh, you know what? I had this here because I was watering the plants, but I think I'm going to incorporate this into the styling because it reminds me to water my plants. So let's pop this here for now. Do that way. What do you think? Oh, and then that will tie in at the amethyst. I was actually worried that the amethyst, the color wouldn't work, but I think with the pot, it should be good. And we're just going to pop it on top of the plates. Should we put it there? That doesn't look right, no. Okay. How's that looking? Do you know, I don't know if I like the apples. So let's change out the apples for this and see which one we like better. Maybe that one could go there. Just like a little pop of color in the corner. Okay, what do you think of that? What do we think? Do we like it? So really when you style, like I always like to sleep on things. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to walk past it a few times and see if I wanna make any changes to it. There's no right or wrong with styling. It comes down to what speaks to you, and it's really important that whatever you put together really resonates with you and your style and your mood and how you work with the kitchen and the vibe. So I'm gonna sleep on this now and see if we make any changes. So a couple of tips when styling. I love decorating with plants, and I love flowers, but flowers do die regularly. And I heard a quote recently, which was really beautiful. And flowers basically, they're not meant to live forever because they're meant to be a reminder to live in the moment. So it's actually really beautiful. But practically, I don't want to be changing out flowers every week. It's expensive. Instead, what I do is I use the mint, or I have plant pots all over my house, which have these beautiful indoor plants that drape down. And it adds this beautiful pop of color. It increases the energy, it cleanses the air. And honestly, if you have a space that doesn't have anything living in it, it can feel very sterile. So plants are a really beautiful way of styling to life. Other thing is just a level of consistency. So for example, I bought to, I guess, celebrate our new shelves. I did buy some new cooking utensils because we did have a load of old ones that were all mismatched, and honestly, look, it gets very messy when things are mismatched. So consistency is key. I purchased these that are so close in color. I got these from TK Maxx. I just love the color of the wood, and then this has a beautiful sort of brass finish, about sort of a level of consistency. And that just helps to make it feel neat to the eye and pleasing to the eye. So I'm just gonna pop this here. The other thing I would say when styling is, if you want your styling, your shelves, your bookshelf, whatever it is, to feel unique and personal to you, my advice is to not buy everything from the same shop. If you're on a budget, like I totally get it. Maybe you want to shop at Kmart, Big W, whatever it may be, and they have very similar stock, especially now that Kmart and Target are one and the same. But what you can do is you can buy one thing from that area and you can add it in to the mix. You don't have to buy everything from the same shop. So we have a mixture here of thrifted pieces. The boards are from Kmart. The vases are from Linen House. I've bought actually majority of the stuff. So I got the Robert Gordon set on sale at Maya a couple of years ago. The key to creating a unique feel is to collate and curate all of your decor, as opposed to just buying off one look. And that's where it can just feel less like you, and it can feel like something's, you know, when you style something, like something's missing, I can't quite put my finger on it. And usually it's you. You need to bring in those pieces that make you feel, that bring back your memories, a little level of nostalgia, or, you know, you think are really special. And then that will help to make a space feel more like you. Welcome back. So I spent the weekend sleeping on it and I did decide to make a couple little tweaks to the shelves. And to wrap up this week's video, I thought I would just share what they were. So you might recall here, I had the radio here, so I decided to actually I found some really nice cookbooks. So one, the chocolate cookbook I had been gifted, and then I found this really cool one while I was thrifting. So it's a Japanese cookbook, and it has some really cool recipes in it, which I've been wanting to try out. But I love, obviously, that it has the material cover. I think it's the perfect color. I just paired it with the chocolate book as well as another cookbook of mine. I thrifted this little tin a while ago. I don't know, I just really liked it. I thought it was just really rustic, quite cool. I wasn't really sure what I was going to use it for, but I've just actually decided to pop it on top. Because at the top where the radio was, if you recall, I had the chopping board, so I moved those to the other side. So let's take a look. I've been really wanting to try some festive iced coffees. So I did make one yesterday. I actually didn't make it today. But if you put just peppermint extract and a candy cane in your iced coffee, add the extract to the hot coffee. I'll link the video. It's really, really good. I have my coffee and it is just way too hot right now. Okay, so let's take a look at the other shelves. So what I did here is the only change I really made here. I really just did not like that clock. The clock on the top shelf, I just didn't like it. The clock on the top shelf, so I took that down. I just didn't like it. I didn't like the whole vibe. So I think the chopping boards look good there. I was thinking we could swap this out, but then all you're doing is looking at the bottom of this. So I didn't think that would really work. So if you love this video, make sure to like and subscribe. And share it with a friend who might need some inspiration for their own kitchen. I'm also going to be decorating for Christmas very, very soon. So stay tuned for that, probably next week. And if you have any requests or if you have anything that you want to see more of, make sure to drop it below. Otherwise, happy decorating.